Africa is the present and future horizon of opportunity and limitless advantage. By 2050, a quarter of the world's population will be living in the African continent. The African continent is home to the largest reserves of natural resources, renewable energy, and a home to the youngest population in the world, and the place where you have the highest return on investment. All that put together, ladies and gentlemen, makes the African continent the next frontier for development, for business, and for investment. It is an honor this evening to join you at this auspicious occasion marking Korea-Africa relations. The wheels of history are a fair measure of the journey of humankind. Struggles of one generation speaks well of the aspirations of the next. And the success of the past inspires the dreams of tomorrow. Here in Korea, we continue to witness timeless efforts of successes and success inspiring bigger dreams. Today, we celebrate the history of the Republic of Korea, its development and willingness to share its benefits with Africa. What this country has achieved in the last 5 decades is what we in Africa and in the global South are seeking to do in our own way and by our own means. The history of Korea's development trajectory has fundamental lessons for Africa's quest to occupy its space in the global economy. Africa appreciates the contribution of the Republic of Korea and the continued commitment of support to Africa's future. I dare say that the holding of Korea-Africa Summit in 2024 has been long in coming, and we look forward to solidifying and consolidating the relationship between this great country and our continent. History tells us that Korea has always shown that it seeks to understand Africa's challenges, appreciate the opportunities that exist, and contribute to the success of our continent. For decades, the Republic of Korea has remained a strong partner to Africa in our quest for sustainable development. Korea is not only supporting individual countries in Africa to advance their development, but is also one of the most active and generous partners through the Africa Development Bank under the Korea-Africa Economic Cooperation since 2006. The framework has further been strengthened by the Korea-Africa Energy Investment Framework, signed in May 2021, which opens new avenues for cooperation in renewable energy solutions in Africa. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to underscore some of what I see as Africa's future. Africa is a continent of unlimited opportunity. The strides of continent's development trajectory portend the world of tomorrow where the digital economy will drive transformational economic growth. The path to a more prosperous Africa also demands that Africa does more with itself. We need to trade amongst ourselves more, as intra-Africa trade remains a mere 18%, the lowest compared to other regional blocs. This is going to change as the Africa Continental Free Trade Area takes effect, and indeed, the ACFTA is no longer a dream, it is happening. Kenya is honored to be one of the pilot countries for the implementation of the intra-Africa trade under the new free trade area. Indeed, the dispatch of the first batches of Kenya exports under the AFCTA on October 10th this year was one of my earliest assignments upon my inauguration as the 5th President of Kenya. The ACFTA business has started ushering the first steps in the long journey to a stronger trading continent, which comes with so much potential for our international partners, like this great country of Korea. As per the world's estimate, by 2030, Africa will have a population of 1.7 billion. And with the envisaged benefits of Africa Continental Free Trade Area of free and open markets, the continent would avail unmatched prospects in terms of trade and investment and digitization of services. The Republic of Korea, ladies and gentlemen, has more to expect by taking the vantage position of growing trade and investment ties with Africa. I am glad to be here to witness Korea reaffirm commitment to growing relations with Africa, not only to support Africa's development aspirations, but to nurture the economic benefits of engaging Africa's estimated $3 trillion GDP market. As FCTA has the potential to increase intra-Africa trade to 50%, therefore creating opportunities for investments across many sectors of strategic interest to Korea. Africa needs to fire up its light manufacturing sector with the agro-based industries and integrate the comparative advantage into a transformative economic model, and which will lift national economies and raise the welfare of many from the bottom up. From its vast arable land in Africa, which is estimated at almost 40% of the continent's landmass, spurring agricultural sector through full use of its capacity has the potential to feed the human race and yield technological breakthrough to place Africa in the driving seat of global productivity. Value addition to agri-exports would bring more of the much-needed foreign exchange and help bridge Africa's huge trade deficit gap with the rest of the world. I conclude with a call to attention that change is happening in Africa. This change comes with so much opportunities for the rest of the world. And this evening is the beginning of a journey. Hopefully by 2024, when we hold the conference, Korea Africa, we will be witnessing the making of history as Korea takes its rightful place in the community of nations in partnership with the continent of Africa. I thank you.